Now at 5, Pittsburgh police offer free home checks while you're away for the holidays. Plus, Joplin area Catholic students serve local organizations during Thanksgiving break. And
the Trump administration is dealt a legal blow in the cases against former FBI Director Comey and New York Attorney General James. I'm Erica Brown at the White House with more on the ruling.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Authorities investigate 2 separate weekend fatalities in southeast Kansas, one involving highway traffic, the other involving a train and pedestrian. This is KOAM News. I'm Dow Quick. First, a train pedestrian fatality in Altoona, Kansas. It happened around 3 p.m. Saturday. Investigators say 21-year-old Angel Stevens of Altoona was walking on West 7th Street and stepped in front of that train. They believe she did not see or hear it. And a 3-vehicle crash claims the life of a woman south of Iola. This one happened on Old Highway 69 near the Elm Creek Bridge Saturday evening. Investigators say Deanna Foster of Iola was driving a pickup and crossed the center line, sideswiped 2 other vehicles. The pickup overturned, trapping Foster inside. She later died at the hospital. No one else was seriously hurt. With the holidays approaching, a lot of 4-staters are planning to travel, which could leave their homes more vulnerable to break-ins and theft. That's why the Pittsburgh Police Department is offering to check on homes while people are away.
Sometimes around the university, when students are going to be gone from December to January for the winter break. During that period of time, they may leave the residence they have down here for a while, and during that time, they may be burglarized or a motor vehicle broken into.
Anyone interested in this service is welcome to call the Pittsburgh Police Department's dispatch center and provide them with their address, which will be added to the periodic patrol checklist. Damp day out there. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Yeah, it's definitely been wet across the region, but the rainfall overall has been fairly light. You can actually see along the north of I-44, maybe a quarter upwards to about a half an inch in spots, and very similar once you get south of I-44. Just scattered showers, not much in the way of thunder, but we are seeing these scattered showers continuing to work through. Zooming in, a little batch kind of tracking through southwestern Missouri, kind of flaring up again in northeastern parts of Oklahoma. So we are going to see these out here from Lamar up toward Nevada, Stockton Lake, lifting off toward the north and to the east. Very spotty south of Interstate 44, and these are going to be out there over the next few hours and then slowly kind of down tick as we go through the night. Could get some fog in here as well. We're going to look at that here in just a bit.
All right, we'll catch you in a few. The Trump administration was dealt a blow in its legal battle against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James. A federal judge ruled the top prosecutor who brought the charges was illegally appointed. Erica Brown is at the White House with details.
A federal judge Monday dismissed the indictments against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James, ruling Lindsay Halligan, the interim U.S. attorney who secured their indictments, was unlawfully appointed by the Justice Department.
I'm grateful that the court ended the case against me, which was a prosecution based on malevolence and incompetence.
CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson.
So this ruling is not about the merits of the case at all. This is all about the prosecutor. This is all about the process that took place to get Lindsay Halligan into the position.
Halligan was appointed as interim prosecutor following the ouster of the previous U.S. attorney, but the judge ruled that interim position is limited to just one prosecutor serving a 120-day period.
What the judge concluded here today is you can't then install somebody else, Lindsay Halligan, to serve another 120-day term. Basically, you get your first 120 days, you don't keep getting 120 days after that.
Comey was charged with making a false statement and obstruction of justice related to his congressional testimony in 2020. And James was charged with bank fraud and making false statements to a financial institution.
I know there was a judge who is clearly trying to shield Letitia James and James Comey from receiving accountability.
Both cases were dismissed without prejudice, meaning the Justice Department could seek to refile. Comey's case, however, runs up against a statute of limitations. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
The Justice Department is likely to appeal the decisions and ask for them to be halted, but this is the 4th time federal judges have disqualified interim attorneys appointed by the Trump administration with rulings in New Jersey, Nevada, and Los Angeles. Students with the Joplin area Catholic schools rolled up their sleeves for their first system-wide days of service. Kids from all 4 schools participating in tailored service projects in partnership with various local organizations. In this case, kids are at the Schroeder Family Explorium, moving boxes and organizing in preparation for Thursday's turkey trot. Other participating organizations include the Salvation Army and Community Clinic. Students serve both on and off campus.
For the most part, we made cold calls. We reached out to organizations in the community that we thought could use the help, especially around this time of year, the holidays coming up and Thanksgiving, and just offered our services and said, here's the days that we're available. What can we do to come help?
The days of service will continue tomorrow. A third service day is planned for February to coincide with Lent. Still ahead, saving money on your Thanksgiving feast.
This year, stores are promising you can get Thanksgiving dinner on the table for $40. I'm Bradley Blackburn with what that budget buys you and how some ingredient costs are going down.
But first, a breakthrough gene treatment offers hope for children with rare diseases. That's next in Health Watch.
Must be present to win the grand prize.
Topping today's Health Watch, a breakthrough that started in the UK is giving a California toddler a future his family never thought possible. A 3-year-old boy born with a rare, devastating genetic disorder has become the first patient in the world to receive a new gene therapy. Lee Canary has that story.
Ollie, you want to go play?
Oliver Chu was born with Hunter syndrome, a rare genetic disorder that causes a crucial enzyme deficiency. It progressively damages organs, tissues, and the brain. Many patients don't make it to their 20s. The Chu family from Southern California have been flying their 3-year-old to the UK for trial treatment led by Professor Simon Jones.
Can you paint a picture for me of what Oliver's life, what his childhood would have looked like without this intervention?
So Ollie's future would have been lots more hospital visits, weekly infusions, but also a gradual deterioration in what he's able to do, and that's some of the most cruelest things.
But thanks to this world-first gene therapy treatment, Oliver's family has new hope. His stem cells were harvested and sent to a lab at London's Great Ormond Street Hospital, where scientists used a harmless virus to put a working copy of the faulty gene into each of Oliver's stem cells. The gene helps the cells to produce that missing enzyme, and those altered stem cells were then infused back into Oliver 9 months ago. His dad, Ricky, has seen astounding progress.
His speech has gotten exponentially better, his mobility has gotten better, his agility, his cognitive, everything from his learning curve hasn't just gone up, but it's like shot up.
Professor Jones hopes more trials like this can unlock promise for others.
Every time we treat a kid like Ollie who does well, that might make the next study more possible and might make this dream a bit more believable.
A dream for this little boy whose ride in life has taken a remarkable turn. Lee Canary, CBS News, London.
It's bittersweet success for the Chu family, who have an older son with Hunter syndrome too. He didn't qualify for the UK trial, but is undergoing other treatment here in the States. Which is best to lose weight, diet or exercise? Well, the answer is both. According to researchers at the University of Cambridge, they found a combination of eating healthy and exercise led to greater fat loss than just one or the other. In addition, diet and exercise together led patients to not only drop pounds, but also to lose the hidden visceral fat that surrounds the organs. A Mount Sinai Health System study raises questions about the accuracy of using risk scores to assess the chances of a heart attack. Researchers say most heart attacks occur in patients who would be considered low or intermediate risk and recommend doctors shift their focus to detecting plaque in the heart to assess heart attack risk. Alarming health news from Washington State. The health department reports an older adult with underlying conditions has died from complications of a rare bird flu strain never before seen in humans. This is the first U.S. human case in 9 months and the second death overall. The CDC says the risk to the general public remains very low. Bird flu mainly infects birds and sometimes other animals, but health officials are closely monitoring the situation. And that is a look at today's health news. A little bit later, retailers slash Thanksgiving prices to attract budget-conscious families.
And the showers sticking around as we go through the evening hours. What about for travel? We'll look at that coming up. Well, it definitely turned out to be kind of a nasty Monday out there for us today. Drizzly, showers across the region, light, kind of chilly, and it's going to stick around as we go through the evening hours. This is actually a fairly weak wave. We're on the backside now. We got showers, thunderstorms, severe weather down across eastern parts of Texas, stretching into Louisiana, and eventually getting into Mississippi. Back here at home, we don't have to worry about that, but we do have the clouds. We have the light showers, some moderate showers at times, but very spotty, a little bit more numerous once you get through southwestern Missouri. Hit and miss northeastern parts of Oklahoma, then especially into southwest Missouri. Here's Nevada to Lamar, Stockton, pretty good shower down toward Greenfield, also Lockwood. Again, all these are lifting north and east. One little guy north of Neosho and also near Pineville, and then back just to the north of Veneta. But these will slowly down tick as we go through the evening hours. Yeah, we're still going to have the clouds. We're still going to have light showers. Watch out for the fog later on tonight. Plus the deer are moving, so just be careful. And then by 6 a.m., the clouds stick around. We could get a random shower or a sprinkle tomorrow. We have a strong cold front that is going to drift through, and hopefully a little bit of sunshine late in the day. Let me take you into Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Look at this, a little bit colder, near freezing, and then Wednesday afternoon, quite a bit of sunshine until late. So we'll have sunshine in the morning, then clouds will start to increase once we get into Wednesday evening. And we can't rule out a random quick little snow shower as we get into Wednesday evening. I just don't think it's going to be a very big deal. We'll just keep our eyes on it. 52 in the morning, 55 by noon. High temp is 60 on your Tuesday. Look at the fog building in tonight. Visibility's under a quarter of a mile. So again, watch out for that. It'll burn off during the morning hours. Wet outside, almost dark. Great shot. Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. Through the evening, consistent temperatures and consistent drizzle and showers, but we're not going to drop off too much more as we go through the next few hours. All right, if you are traveling, let's move into it. Here's Wednesday. Clouds increase. Here's that random little snow shower I talked about. Probably not a big deal, but we're going to watch it. Thanksgiving itself, a little chilly, but it looks pretty good. Partly sunny, temps into the upper 40s. Then we get into our next storm system. So if you are traveling this weekend, you want to pay attention. Showers increase again. Look at the snow, central Missouri. Showers increasing late Friday into Saturday. More persistent rain on Sunday into Monday morning. And then you want to see something pretty cool? Check this out. Maybe ice, maybe some snow next week. Definitely not a forecast, just something we want to watch over about the next week or so. All right, let's go 60 on your Tuesday, 47 on Wednesday, 47 on Thanksgiving as well. Showers increasing late on Friday, and then a very wet stretch from Friday all the way through the middle of next week.
I know even if we get a few flakes, it's not like it's going to accumulate or anything.
Maybe.
No one's dreaming of a white Thanksgiving.
True. I'm dreaming of a first week of December.
Okay. We'll see. Thanks, Doug. Coming up, store brands and promotions drive down Thanksgiving dinner costs.
At Aaron Saxon Associates,
Sofa City.
Topping today's Consumer Watch, we're in the final shopping days for the big feast on Thursday. And according to Wells Fargo, there's some relief in the cost for this year's meal. Bradley Blackburn checks out the deals.
At this Stop and Shop in Clifton, New Jersey, shoppers are planning their Thanksgiving menu.
All the carbs, so stuffing, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese. That's a newer one.
I'm the guest, yeah. I bring the wine.
Of course, the turkey.
Gotta have the turkey.
Yeah, that's the best part.
This year, the store is offering a way to get that spread of holiday favorites on the table for $40.
All of this for $40. You got the turkey, and you've got all the different colored sides, and of course, the dessert with a pumpkin pie.
Other retailers, including Walmart and Aldi, have similar offerings, all to draw in price-conscious customers. Stop and Shop External Communications Manager Daniel Wolk.
We're able to work with our merchandisers to lower these prices and make sure that if we combine them correctly, if we use our own brand Stop and Shop items, which are just as good as other brands, that we can make this possible.
According to Wells Fargo, most families will spend more. The average cost of ingredients to feed 10 people totals $80 if you buy store brand products. A Wells Fargo analysis found the average cost of this year's Thanksgiving meal is down about 2 to 3%, largely because inflation-sensitive items like beef and eggs aren't on the menu. Savings also depend on your shopping strategy.
We're seeing more pressure on the national brands because the store brands are getting so good and so popular. You want to make sure you get the best value by checking out all those factors.
Stuffing, prepared gravy mix, and fresh cranberries have all dipped between 3 and 4%. And as for the price of the Big Bird, down 3.7%.
Most turkeys, more than 50% of the turkeys in Thanksgiving get sold on a promotion to get you into the store.
All ways to get the most bang for your buck this Thanksgiving. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, Clifton, New Jersey.
The beverage budget might need some careful consideration. Wells Fargo found beer is up, but wine is flat and has multiple price points. Your best bet for soft drinks, get the 2-liter bottles and get those cups and ice cubes. This Black Friday, Pepsi is releasing its first prebiotic cola. It comes months after the company purchased prebiotic soda brand Poppi for nearly $2 billion. The new cola line takes on rivals Ollie Pop and Coca-Cola's Simply Pop. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola will first launch online at multiple retailer websites, including Amazon, Walmart, and Kroger. For a limited time, the soft drink line is expected to hit store shelves. That'll be sometime next year. Tourists looking for some holiday magic at Buckingham Palace in Britain got a royal reality check. Turns out what was supposed to be the first ever Christmas market at the palace, with wooden stalls and twinkling lights just outside the gates, it was nothing more than a very merry AI hoax. Pictures went viral online, but they were cooked up by artificial intelligence, not royal elves.
I saw multiple posts about it because we were coming to visit, and I was like, that's crazy that we'll be able to go to a Christmas market.
It's my first Christmas in London, living in London, and I thought I would see it for the first time in history. I thought I was lucky.
Bloggers pointed out in the AI ad the market lights were literally hanging from the sky, a clue the festive fantasy was AI made and not palace approved. The iconic Times Square New Year's Eve ball is getting a makeover for the upcoming 2026 celebration. Organizers of the big event were in Times Square today ahead of the ball drop to unveil the new crystal ball. It's almost 12.5 feet wide and covered in more than 5,200 Waterford crystals. That's nearly twice as many as the previous ball. And these crystals are round, not triangular.
Circles represent infinity, and our design concept is all around 3 different meanings, which is joy, light, and new beginnings.
The ball represents hope. It's the ticking of time. It's putting 1 year behind us and looking forward to the next.
The ball will make its debut at New York's biggest New Year's Eve party on December 31st, and after that, ticket holders can see the ball for a fee on a viewing deck in Times Square. Final check of the forecast up next. Tonight on KOAM News at 6, learn more safety tips from the police department about leaving your home during vacation. Plus, Joplin Catholic students do a lot to help various organizations, including moving boxes in preparation for the turkey trot on Thursday. And we're going to have a recap of the Pitt State Gorillas' playoff home win on Saturday. Stay with us for the CBS Evening News and then KOAM News at 6. It's wet out there, Doug.
It is.
Kind of chilly.
Yeah.
Kind of nasty out there.
And the drizzly light shower sticking around through the evening. If you are going to be out late tonight, tomorrow morning, or really here in the next few hours, watch out for the fog. Could be fairly thick in spots and cooling down by Wednesday.
All right. Thanks for joining us. The CBS Evening News is next. And of course, we're going to be right back here for KOAM News at 6. See you then. Let's make it a great evening.